Hey guys, we are on day 224 in our Bible reading plan, Nehemiah 4 through 6 and Psalm 11. And what a fun book this is, isn't it? It's not very long, but we're hitting it like in stride now. The work on the wall starts. And Nehemiah, man, what a guy. You know, there's fear around, fear within, but they overcome it by the power of the Lord in them. And so get this, the greatest tool the enemy uses against us is fear. Yet fear doesn't stand a chance against the Lord. And I think we see this play out in this so well. They start building in chapter 4. Sanballat, he's the bad guy. The minute they start doing a work for God, the opposition starts. He gets angry and enraged, and he jeers. Mockery is often rooted in anger. And he says, "What are these feeble Jews doing? Will they restore it for themselves? And will they revive stones out of heaps?" And he literally jokes about him. He says, Tobiah says, yes, what they are building, he continues to mock and says, if a fox goes up on it, it's going to break. And they pray. Their response is to pray. And it says, hear our God, for we're despised. Turn back their taunt on their own heads. And it will happen in a bit. So it says in verse 6, so we built the wall. They just focused and got to the work. And all the wall was joined together, for the people had a mind to work. And verse 9, they prayed, and God set a protection. And then they said, it didn't solve everything. They were still fearful. So they made a strategy. And they said, do not be afraid of them. Remember the Lord. This is key. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome, and fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters. It gives them perspective. Nehemiah is really good in leadership, giving people perspective. When our enemies heard that it was known to us and God had frustrated their plan, Nehemiah didn't frustrate their plans, God did. They tried again. So they would continue to try to discourage them, and yet they were undeniable in their courage. And so when the outside opposition stops, guess what happens? Inside opposition starts in chapter 5. They're bickering among themselves, and why are they working and we're not? And so again, even that gets taken care of. Satan will attack you from outside and from within. Love the second half, chapter 5. Nehemiah says, I didn't even take the money that the king gave me. And then again, chapter 6, they come to attack Nehemiah. 4 times it says, by the way, in verse 4 of chapter 6, they tried to get him unfocused to leave the work, but he says, no, man, I'm on the job. And he knew what God wanted him to do. And so verse 15 is a culmination. So the wall was finished on the 25th day of the month. It took 52 days, miraculous. If you've ever done something for the Lord and you're like, I can't believe how God done. That's how writing my books feels sometimes. And he says we accomplished it with the help of our God. And this is awesome. And it is an encouragement and a reminder to us, like, don't be shocked when trouble comes, when Satan attacks us with mockery, with jeering, with attacks, with inside turmoil, but focus on God. God can overcome those things we're afraid. Don't let fear drive you away from the goal and the dreams God has given you. So God, may he give us the wisdom we need to accomplish the work that he has for us today. I love you guys. I'm praying for you.